There I am.
Hi.
Oh my God, what a morning. Absolutely crazy. But here I am. I made it. So
Good. Everything okay?
everything's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, just like my normal checkup. I just changed the doctor. So I was just wanting to, do everything, but they did all of the blood tests and stuff. So it took forever. And then, yeah, this person in the parking lot decided that they didn't want to pay the ticket. So there was like a massive line. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? I was like, just pay the damn thing. But here we are. Here we are.
Yes. So I heard a little bit of your song. Let's start with who you are. How long have you been doing music and who are you? And let's start there.
Exactly. So like my full name is Maria Soledad Basaldua, but I go by Sole. I was born and raised in Argentina, actually. Yeah. So I've been there since I was born. I started doing music when I was like 6, so pretty young. Started with musical theater and stuff. My mom moved to Spain when I was 11, so I kind of went to Spain over there when I finished school at 17. I started doing dance school and I started working in shows around the island and stuff. And then after that, a manager found me and then they took me to England. So I was in England for 6 years, almost seven, before coming here. But I've always been doing music. So I was touring all around the UK, doing shows. And then I started writing at Academy in London. So I was down there. And then I moved to London. So I was there for all 4 years. And then I met someone and I came over to LA and I fell in love with LA and I've been here now for 6 years. So always doing music, just always trying to find my path and stuff. But of course, my Latin roots are like there. So, I was trying to write kind of Latin music before the boom happened. And like in England, it was pretty hard because producers didn't get what I was trying to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me to like, try to get something done, it was like they were trying to always push me to house and like or EDM kind of thing and more European vibes. So I mean, I love it, but it's just not the route that I want to go. I'm still, I mean, having said that, I'm still writing for other people, and I have some songs that they're brand new that are like very dance kind of Europe. So, I will never say no, but but definitely we want to go with the Latin sound for sure. It's
And there's
just
a big audience out here in Los Angeles. And
yeah,
like I book a lot of music, right? And whether it's A-list celebrities or local talent. But the one that makes me the most money is
yeah.
always Latin.
Yeah, it's because you can't beat the beat, right? It's like it just starts and you're done. It's like okay, game over. Everyone's like up. It makes you happy, It's just like I don't know. At least for me, it comes out naturally. And like now, like I spent during quarantine, I spent like 2 months actually in Miami writing in Pitbull Studio and like in other studios with big producers and like I wrote a lot of tracks, like a ton of tracks, because Miami's like Miami. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like home there, and I'm like, let's go. Finally, people like get me. So yeah, it was super cool to actually spend time down there and like put some effort into writing more. So now I'm gonna start releasing everything. So it's exciting. It's all
Yeah.
super exciting.
Um, you know, Latin, like especially in my area, I'm in Ventura, Oxnard area, and like we're all one like
Yeah.
98% Latin,
Oh
or
yeah. Yeah.
whatever diversion of that is. Um, and it's like all I've known my whole life.
So
Waking up on Saturday mornings and hearing it,
it's
the neighbors
best.
cleaning the house and
It's
um,
so fun. I mean, our culture is just, it's a fiesta. It's a constant crazy, what I mean? Like, let's go and barbecue and family and, party. It's all about that, So I think it transmits in music. So
was it hard for you growing up so everywhere?
yes and no. Like, in that sense, I'm like a little bit crazy. I'm very bald, like I
Yeah.
just feel it and like but yeah, it wasn't easy at all, like to start all these new places, I had some friends, but at the end of the day, you're still by yourself because all my family is still in Spain and Buenos Aires, so I'm here by myself. So it really was building myself from the ground up, and like, sometimes you find yourself, I don't know, sometimes I had nothing, sometimes I had really good times, and it's like a constant roller coaster, you don't know where you're gonna end up, and especially here in LA, it's like you have to do a million jobs to try and like sustain, you know what I mean? And like I went through roommates and I went through other places and I went through it's just been like crazy, you know what I mean? And for me it's like as well getting my sponsorship and everything. And it was years and years of training, with my dance school and agencies here to get into my agents. And now, like, I've been signed for now for 6 years, but like, it took me a full year of like literally doing 4 classes a day sometimes, you know what I mean? Just to
Yeah, the
go
grind.
like that and
Yeah,
just get to the level because it's like the LA level is another. What it's expert LA level is like up here. So it was that was the biggest challenge for me, and like I did it, and so it's just little by little, year by year, it keeps getting better. So just gotta keep fighting for it.
uh,
But
is it
no,
hard? Is it hard when you're going through? I can imagine that it would be very difficult when you're going through all these steps to accomplish a dream and the sacrifice it takes. Is there ever a part of you that just says, "Fuck this shit, man, I'm done"?
so many times I felt like throwing in the towel, and it was like, you know what, I'm done. This is my rock bottom. I'm like, exhausted because you are exhausted. You know what I mean? Like your days is from audition to this to that. And like, again, it's so many no's, so many like life happens, not only just, in the entertainment world, like we're human after all. And that's why people don't, especially with social media now, everyone expects you to be happy all the time because you feel like put on this constant like show, and
I know
you keep
it's
forgetting
tough.
that you're human, like, and then shit happens in life with family or with you or whatever, and like you still have to find the strength. I don't know from where, but you have to find it, especially when you're by yourself. And I guess like that's why I'm grateful now finally that I have like such a good tribe around me of friends, you know what I mean, that became my family. And to be honest, dude, those are the ones that literally pick me up like this and shake me and I go like, hey, remember, what you've done, get up, we're here, let's go, because sometimes we need that. Sometimes, we're all human and we go through phases and we go through difficulties, and some days we have great days, some days we have really bad days, it's life, but you just have to find that support system that really is going to pull you out of that, because as we pull out other people, right? And then whenever it happens to us, you're like, and now what? So yeah, I just really thank my friends for that, to be honest, because I mean my family is amazing, but it's thousands of miles away, and that's when you feel helpless. So yeah, that's what it is, you know
Yeah,
definitely helps.
that's it. I think not too. There's not enough people that know that side of the story.
Right.
Of stories. Like every journey is always there's always that like fuck it, this is I've had enough moment.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. So you're coming out with a song.
But I'm drinking like something. Oh, well, that clearly did not work well. It's like it has lemon, ginger, and cayenne, but that cayenne just went straight to my lungs. Here we go.
I usually get those shot ones. They sell them at you get those
Yeah,
too?
the wallet shots.
Yes, they're awesome.
They're amazing. Well, this is almost like that, but it has apple cider vinegar and it has, I don't know, some other things. Lemon, vinegar, ginger juice, cinnamon, and then cayenne
Have you
peppers.
had any with the
Yes.
oregano oil in it?
What's that?
It's the shot, but it has oregano oil in it.
I have oregano oil like separately. It's mind blowing.
Awesome, huh?
Oregano oil, I swear by it. Like every time I feel like I'm coming down or whatever, especially now during COVID, that I was like, I'm still working with people and stuff. Like I just And as a singer, you know how I discovered it? It's so funny. I was like, one day I was like, I just went down. This was like years ago though, but like, I was like feeling so bad. My voice was completely gone, right? You know, when you have like those really bad flus that you're like, back in the day, people, you were still working with a flu and people were like, oh, you're sick. Oh, well, whatever. You know, now it's like, no, you know? And so, yeah, so I was like, but my voice was gone because I was like, I don't mind feeling bad. I can pull through. You know what I mean? It's just like my voice was completely gone. And I went to Open Source Organics, and it's just underneath my house. And like, I go like, I'm trying to get a flu shot, like an energy thing. And the guy was like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, but like, I need something because I'm about to go into the studio. My voice won't go. Like, and he was like, stay right here. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? He goes to the back and he goes like, I got something special for you. I was like, what the hell? Is this guy gonna drug me? I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, I know this sounds weird, but like, trust me on this one. This is oregano oil. It does this, is this. But, and then he goes like, okay, pull your tongue out. And he puts like 3 drops underneath my tongue. And then he was like, take this. He puts like some things in my bowl of water. And he was like, go and get one immediately. And he was just start sipping this like little by little. I kid you not, in 2 hours, I was like singing opera pretty much in the studio. I was like, what on earth did you give me, dude? I was like, came back the next day, I was like, you saved my session. It was just, it was
And your whole your body vibrates on with that. Like
yeah,
your
because
whole
it
body.
wakes you because it's one of the strongest anti-inflammatories, the natural anti-inflammatories. So everything slows down, it awakes you, moves your circulation, it kills every bacteria that you may have, improves digestion. It's like a freaking miracle, that little thing.
Yeah.
I live by it, so yeah.
There's nothing better to me than that feeling. Oh, back in I don't know a year ago, I used to smoke cigarettes a lot. Uh, I picked up a bad habit or two, and I I remember I stopped, and this I was probably smoking for like 11 years, so
Right.
not that long. Um, 11, not that long. Um, but I remember I needed something, some stimulant in my body, and
Right.
soda wasn't working. And I remember I tried oregano oil, and it just made me not want to smoke. And so
Right. That's crazy.
I took that for maybe 2 3 weeks, and then I'm
Done.
free over a year.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't see, I never heard about that story. I know like other things, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like that, yeah, that's impressive. That's another bonus added.
It's funny that we don't ever, I've been alive for a little bit, I'm in my 30s. Haven't heard of it one time, unless I heard about it on accident.
Yeah, I know. I'm so happy that I heard about it now. It's like even my dad is with COVID back now in Argentina.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I can't, I was trying to get him one over like online and I can't find it over there. So I'm like, damn it, it's like so hard.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, I know a friend of mine, she had it here, and I was like, start taking it immediately in 3 days. 3 days. She had no sense of smell, no nothing. And I was like, you know what? It's gonna be better because it tastes like crap. So I was like, she was like, for the first few days, I'm like, when you need to take it the most, I'm like, you're in luck because it's not tasty, but I'm like, it's the best. 3 days, she was cleared. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, no,
So, yeah, I know.
such a blessing, huh? That little.
I, I got it right there. Actually,
You're coming out with the song. I believe it's with Eric, correct?
it is. Yeah, we wrote it not long ago.
I love Eric. He's
So
such an awesome person.
one of my best friends, dude. Like I've known him for because we met through Jeremy Renner. So like I've known Jeremy from London, so that's how I came over here. And then yeah, I just like met Eric a few years ago, and then like
Is he
now we're
human?
just super close. With that,
Is he human, or do you think he's an alien?
I call him Dracula because I think he's like a little, you know, vampire
Yeah.
underground person, still half alien. You don't know, you know what I mean?
Did-
Eric is a
Does he
bit of
tell you
everything.
a story about how he hears songs?
Oh yeah.
He's like walking through life and he hears a
Oh no,
song.
I know. Yeah, it's. But I mean, like, I literally, his studio is right underneath my house as well. So we're in there all the time. You know what I mean? So we're it's like we're always there jamming, we're like creating and stuff like that, but we've been trying to write this song for a while, and he was always like super busy, and then I went down to Miami and stuff, and when I came back, that's why I was like I was like, dude, when am I gonna write this one? He was like, okay, let's do it now. And then because I just came back to Miami, we were like, okay, we want to do something like, of course, very Gloria Stefan vibes, Mark Anthony, Ricky, and I just got back from Miami as well, and I was like in love, So I was like lost my heart in Miami, and like I don't know, it's just like it came out, and it's like it definitely is Miami Sound Machine kind of vibes, Old Miami meets New Miami and a little bit of Europe. So
I definitely want to say Dale when I hear it.
do what?
I want to say Dale when I hear it.
Yeah, right. Dale. It's so fun, but every time we would be playing it in the studio, like when we have our little gatherings and stuff, we kind of slipped it in like the playlist on purpose, not telling people that it was like our song. And I mean, it's technically for me, but like he sings one of the backing vocals. He produced the whole thing, so yeah, it's just like we keep slipping it, and people are like singing it for days. You know what I mean? It's just like it's one of those monsters that stays in your head, and like yeah, it's just super exciting. And I think like Rock, which is Eric's brother, is gonna mix it right now soon. So super cool before we launch it. So I'm so excited
I
for this
can
one.
feel the Miami in it. That's what like
Yeah.
I've been to Miami one time in my life. I was in the military and I was in Key West on
All right.
a mission. And on the weekend we went to Miami.
Uh-huh.
And that to this day, a lot of things are foggy in my life, not Miami. I'll tell you that. That one really resonated with me.
I think my heart belongs there. Like I feel like I want to move down there eventually. Like now I have a lot of work down here, in LA, but like that's my goal to probably move down there. I feel like I belong there.
I'm
It's
scared.
my city.
I've been so scared of the hurricanes.
Well, I mean, but here of the earthquakes, everywhere we're gonna have, what I mean? Like everywhere there's gonna be like disasters, I guess. So you just have to escape at that time. You know what I mean? So whenever it's hurricane season in Miami, which is October, actually when I was there, I was like the second time I came around last year. We couldn't go down because we couldn't go through the storm. I was like scared as shit. We were like 2 hours flying around the storm and we couldn't go down. And we went down. It was like it was horrible. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So I will avoid Miami in October, but you know what I mean. If I live
You're,
there, I'll just come back here for a month. Go
so
back.
the hurricane was right here. You guys are flying outside the hurricane
Well, it wasn't an actual hurricane, but it was a
storm.
very bad storm. Yeah, and there was like a hurricane on the like Caribbean going on. So
And so what happened? You're coming in for
yeah.
the landing, and it just everything's shaking.
Oh no, yeah, we couldn't land because the plane couldn't go through the storm. It was pretty bad. Yeah, no, when Miami storms are no joke. That's for sure. But you just kind of get used to it. And that's with everything. To be honest, Argentina is not far behind. You know what I mean? Like the tropical storms that we would get there, the sky and everything falls down. It's just like, and it's not like a tiny drizzle. It's like, you know what I mean? It's intense. When Mother Nature goes, she goes. So I am like, kind of used to that. It's just like the city itself, though, it's so vibrant. It's like my culture, you know what I mean? I feel like the weather, the humidity, I work better in that kind of climate, so yeah, it's different, but I feel like eventually I will end up moving down there. We shall see. I'm a nomad. I go where my music goes and where my
I
heart goes.
For
So
some reason I thought Eric lived in
in
Miami.
Miami. No, I lived in Canada.
He Well, the reason why is because he was talking about Dwayne Johnson's wife, and I
Right.
was under the impression that they lived out there.
No, no, no. They're all here in LA.
Oh, they are? Okay. So
Lauren on the
I
rock.
got it all messed up. I hope I didn't write the story like that.
Can you imagine? That's so funny. But yeah, so that's pretty much my life resumed, and so this is exciting because we're gonna release, like this song now, and like I have a few more that I wrote in Miami, which one is called Salvaje, which is savage, and that I wrote with a guy which is called Ill Factor, which is a sick producer. He worked with Kygo, Timbaland, Jesse J, like just monsters, you know what I mean? And he's like, me and Ivan worked so well together, and we came up with that song in like an hour. And I have like tons of others, which I still have to pick which one's gonna be the third and
What
fourth.
is your plan, musically as artist? Like,
Yeah.
is it I just want to do a couple singles? Do I want a full
No,
length?
I mean, like the idea is to release all the singles right now to make an EP. You know what I mean? So I want to start kind of throwing them through the summer because they're like at least three or four really strong ones. So I want to kind of boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And probably at the end of the year make an EP. So yeah, and we have another two in the bag with Eric that we need to finish, which sound amazing too. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like debate of which one goes, you know what I mean? Definitely second and third I have. But yeah, we'll see which ones come next depending on what happens too. You know what I mean? We have pretty good plugs between here and Miami right now. Eric has amazing contacts and like down there in Miami with Cobalt. Like I'm in there and in Pitbull Studio, and I have Neon 16 as well, which is in Miami. So it's like it's just a lot of plugins right now that we have, and we'll see what happens. I believe in it's the first time that I really believe this much in the songs that I've done, and the sound that I created. So that's why I'm like super excited and hitting everyone up, and to try and cause the commotion before we start.
Are you going to, or do you guys have a plan to try to, um, you know, get to South America and implant yourself there?
Yeah, and eventually for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They don't
Definitely.
fuck around out there with music. You know what I mean? I was in Chile,
Uh-huh.
and I was just at a restaurant eating right next to a big cathedral, like
Yeah.
right across the street. And like it was like a tourist bus that I was on. So I parked there, or they drop us off, and like an hour and a half later we come back, and there's a like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 to 500 people. They already set up this concert. A band's about to go on. A
Yeah,
band
yeah.
already does go on, like just in the middle, 3 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Oh yeah. I mean, Buenos Aires as well, they always do like, little things on the street. Like you said, it's just like they set it up and people start playing or jamming or whatever, and then everyone just gathers around, But like Buenos Aires as well, like I have some radio stations down there because when I was like, I did my last few singles a few years ago. And I traveled down there, I was doing radio stations and stuff. So, I still have those people, and in Spain and UK. So it's like it's just a matter of getting it out, but I want to do as much promo as I can before, so whenever it comes out, it's like boom.
And
So
people
yeah,
refer back to it. That's smart.
it's
Smart.
it's it's exciting. It's just cool. So yeah.
Well, freaking A.
Thank you.
I loved chatting with you. What else? I mean, do you have anything else that you would want to talk about? Um, as far as what you're doing or what you're gonna do or people should look out for?
I mean, I think that definitely I want to focus on music on this particular interview because I know you guys do like only music. I mean, I do a million things in my life too, but I really wanted to focus more on like the fact that yeah, of course, all the new sound that I'm doing, you know what I mean, just like what is coming next. That this is the plan to release all this new music throughout the year, and we'll see when hopefully things open back up. We'll try to figure out a way to start doing shows for sure. And I really want to try as well if this launches within a month or whenever I can, just to do the video straight away. So that's probably going to be definitely Miami. So I'm going to have to do another trip.
And
And then,
what other
yeah,
things do you do? I mean, you can hit us up because we support everything.
yeah. So
It's an
I'm a
entertainment.
dancer too. And actually, my choreographer works with Ricky Martin. So that's why I'm like super, blessed because Mike always, he just gets me. He just knows the vibe, and you know what I mean? So in terms of whenever it's shows or music videos, whatever, like we're always on point with like choreo and stuff, you know what I mean? So all this new music is gonna be bomb. I can't wait. We're already working on that too, in terms of like for me it's like a whole show. It's like a production, you know what I mean? I'm just not singing there It's like J-Lo kind of style, you go full the hell out. So, I like to put full on shows where people are always like up and dancing and you know what I mean, just like it's a full on party. So definitely it's exciting to be building on new music. And yeah, I mean, it's just now that we have the team, it's just a matter of like boom, 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 getting it done.
Got to grind. Well,
Yeah,
keep your head up, okay?
I will.
You said everything's this.
It is,
So
it is, but we're here. We're here. And like everything that's coming is like it gets better every time. And I always say it's like as long as I'm not going a step backwards, I'm totally fine. It's always like little by little, even if it's baby steps, we're always growing. So I'm just growing with the people that surround me and like I can't complain. I feel like I'm blessed. Like finally I have the right people around me and I feel like I'm growing and I'm feeding myself with musical greatness all this time. So it's awesome. I can't complain for sure.
all
So
right.
yeah.
Well, I'm so grateful for our time that we spent together. I am definitely in your corner and I'm rooting you on. Go get it, okay?
I know we will for sure. Do you need me to send you anything else like a picture or something like
Yeah,
random
if you
ones?
can send me to my email
Perfect.
some pictures, like high resolution pictures, that would be the
Yeah, I have brand new ones that no one's seen yet, so I'll send you some good ones.
awesome. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I love your energy, and you got this. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
for
Like
sure.
I said,
I
a
mean, I
lot.
can't wait. I can wait to start, like this is gonna be commotion, and then I have another magazine as well that's publishing other stuff too, and like I want, like you guys, I appreciate so much that you want to like help us out, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, you heard it here first. But I just believe so much in this one in particular. It's just gonna be the beginning of a wave, of a big wave. So I'm
You're
excited.
fearless, man. That is 100% like ice. You just ooze it. There's no fear in your life. Go fuck up the world. You got this.
Exactly, exactly. For sure, will do. All right, Timothy. So I'm gonna go and send you all these pictures right now. How
Okay.
many? I'll send you two or three. Is that okay?
Uh,
Or
Probably
just one?
3 or 4. Four is the best because sometimes they're not as high res or depending
Perfect.
on what the artist that
Cool.
designs it wants to do.
Sounds great. I'll send
All
you
right.
that now.
Thank you. Have a
Awesome.
good day.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.